Okay, this was one of the original, no, not the first, but one of the original versions we had of the generator. There were these little grooves that the coils had to fit into, and a little piece of lip of plastic that held them in place, and they kept popping out all the time, and it was harder than crap to put them in there. And then we realized when we bolted the next piece on, there was no place for the wires to go, so we had to machine trenches here and here for the wires to come out, and then we had to make sure the wires fit perfectly in the trenches, and these kept coming apart, and we had so much trouble with this that it wasn't worth it. So this one didn't even get used. I know that because there were no trenches here or here for the wires to go into, which means it's one we made that we never used for anything. But then you had a piece that went on like that, and so you could put two coils in there, and then you had another piece that bolted on like this and like this, and had two bolts that went all the way down through here, and then it had bolts right here and right here that went down in. And this was never put together, I can tell, because the holes that go in here aren't even drilled in this one, nor are they drilled in there. And so, you know, the final piece that went on was, let's see, I think it had another one of these. Yeah, the one here like this to hold coils. And then it had another piece just like this, except it was flipped over, that went across the top. And that was the whole machine. And it worked for a while. We used it for probably a year and a half or so, and then we just said, fighting with this is not worth it, so we quit.